Hi, this is David Samuyiwa, sports performance coaching. It's a chilly Saturday afternoon here in Gothenburg, and I'm here watching the under 17 game. It's Oasis under 17s versus Queen under 17, and I've got a few of my guys who I coach training here, playing here today. So let me make a quick video while I'm here, to touch on several subjects I've been talking about. So if you recall, I've been talking about 5 key elements. We talked about the strength and conditioning, we talked about nutrition, we talked about recovery, and I want to talk about mental training today. For me, this is key number 1. Without the mental training side, I feel that it's more or less impossible to succeed in any sport. I mean, in life in general, but now we're talking about sports performance. So without a strong mental attitude, we call it a PMA, a positive mental attitude. Without having a strong mindset, I feel it's impossible to succeed in sport. There's so many challenges. I mean, there's so many obstacles along the way to success. I mean, there's there's the injury factor, there's the loss of form, there's the competition factor, there's maybe the supporters, they get on your back if you don't score the goals. We talk about football now. You don't score the goals, the supporters get on your back. The coach doesn't like you, so he puts you on the bench, or all these kind of things happen. Or even if you're in good form, I mean, you could be on the bench. I mean, now they play a lot of rotation system a lot of these times in this modern day football. So having a strong mental attitude, having a positive mental attitude, I mean, to be able to overcome the challenges that come along your way, to be able to keep the focus, keep the concentration, to keep the discipline. I mean, the route to success is a long journey. It's a long journey. It's not a 100-meter sprint. It's a marathon. So I mean, it's like the journey is like stepping stones all the way up. So to maintain that kind of discipline and that kind of focus, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, to maintain that focus over a long period of time takes a lot of mental focus, takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of confidence, takes a lot of charisma. You know what I mean? So I mean, as I said, the mental training aspect for me is crucial. That's why you see on my t-shirt today, it says never give up on your dream, because along the way you're going to find a lot of obstacles. So I mean, the t-shirt I'm wearing today kind of like is very appropriate to the message I'm trying to give. Never give up on your dream, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. So all I say to the guys who I train, who are in the teenage years, 15, 16, 17, 18, you're looking to become a professional football player, or you're looking to become a professional basketball player, or you're looking to go up the ranks when it comes in terms of tennis or golf or whatever it might be, whatever sport you might be in. It's very important that you maintain a positive mental attitude. You keep that focus, you keep that discipline, you keep that drive, you keep that desire, you keep that commitment, you keep that persistence, you keep that determination to focus, to continually, for example, to go out there and train in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning before you go to school. Then come back again in the evening and train with a club. I mean, to keep to sustain that consistency over a long period of time, you need to be mentally strong. And the journey is not like this all the time. The journey is sometimes what we call, hills and valleys. So you've got to be able to, when you're on the low, you still got to think positive. When you're on the up, you still got to think positive, because even when you're on the up, it's like you got challenges. You've got people trying to take your place in the team. You've got obviously the opponents. They know you're great, you're a good player. So obviously they put 2 guys on you instead of 1 guy on you. So I mean, there's always going to be challenges, always. So I mean, to maintain the focus, to maintain the discipline, to maintain having that strong mental attitude despite what you're going through. I mean, not just in your professional life. You also have problems in your personal life that can affect you in the game. I mean, you still have a life outside of football, or outside of sport that you're participating in, and there can be challenges there also, and that could potentially affect your performance in the sport you've chosen to succeed at. So I'm saying that you've got to just really have the right people around you, but you yourself as a person, you've got to maintain consistency in how you think and how you process your thoughts and how you process the challenges and obstacles that come your way. You've got to see these challenges and obstacles as a good thing, because it will help you to improve and develop. That's why I always say, I always give the analogy that when I work out with the guys inside, when we're inside the gym, we're doing like the strength and conditioning training, I'm saying, remember when you started on, let's say, a 50-kilo deadlift. Now you're doing a 100-kilo deadlift. Which one is harder? Of course, the 100-kilo deadlift is harder. because obviously you've had to work your way from 50 to 100. So what's happened is that as you have increased the resistance, you've got stronger. So never run away from resistance, never run away from the challenge. In fact, you should welcome the challenge, you should welcome the resistance, because the resistance will only make you stronger. So that's why I'm always saying that when challenges come, always look for the positive in that challenge. So if someone comes in to take your place, for example, or the manager buys in a new player, it's like, okay, let me go out there and train harder. Let me go out there and improve my game. If you're sitting on the bench, okay, fine. Let me go out there and train harder so I can get my place back. You understand what I'm saying? So don't look at it as a negative. Never look at it as a negative. Always look at it as a way to improve yourself. And that's where you need the mental courage, a strong mindset to be able to see the positivity in what potentially could be a negative situation. So guys, I mean, it's a short message today. Just like I said, keep the focus, keep the mind strong, surround yourself with the right people to help you keep your mind strong. You know, it's very important you've got good people on your team to keep you focused, keep you disciplined, keep you, like I said, committed to what you're doing, to keep the process. Remember, the process leads to progress. So when you're going through the process, you're going to get progression. If you don't go through the process, there's no progress. So the two of them are linked. You can't have success without sometimes having to go through a fight, without sometimes having to go through some difficulties. I mean, it's just isn't, that's not the way it is. To climb the ladder, you've got to keep going through situations and see them as opportunities rather than seeing them as negativities. All right, guys, so just a quick message today. Keep your mind strong, keep your mind on what you're doing. Don't get distracted and keep the focus. Take care.